guys, welcome to my channel. I am one of Cynthia. Are you new? Please like, subscribe, and comment. Guys, we are here to discuss an important topic. I have a guest speaker in the building. Yes, she's here to enlighten a lot of women on how to take care of their vagina. So today's topic is vagina care. So stay tuned, guys, as we are going to tell you more on how to take care of your vagina. See you. Welcome back. So we have a guest speaker. So let's welcome Nurse Amaka Voice. So welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to my channel. Say hi to my audience.
Hello everyone.
So please, what do you have for us today? What do you want to tell us about vagina care?
Okay, first I want to say thank you for having me on your channel, and I want to say that this is an interesting topic, a very sensitive one, and I'm happy that I'm privileged to be talking about it to some persons out there. First of all, I would say that you can't take care of what you don't know. Some women don't know their body at all. They don't even know. When you talk about vagina, some people don't even know what vagina means. Some feel that is the same place they pass urine from and all that. In fact, I've seen an adult that told me that vagina is not the same place we read from, and I was like, seriously, in this present time. So first of all, you need to know your body. If you don't know what vagina is, please take a mirror, sit down as a woman, know your body, so that when something is wrong, you know, and then you know how to correct it. So basically, today about care of the vagina, we'll be talking about do's and don'ts. What do I need to do? What should I not do when it comes to the vagina? Firstly, you have to know that the vagina is a sterile place, not just clean. It's sterile. You shouldn't contaminate it with things that are not sterile. Things that are not sterile are not supposed to go in there. So, first of all, let's talk about the do's. Now, what do you do? How do you take care of your vagina? The vagina is covered by a two-lip organ. We call it the labia. So, God is perfect. He knows why He created things that way. Probably He had known that women will always want to go down to do one or two things there, so He made it here, closed it there. Now, the first thing a woman has to do when you say you want to care for your vagina, you can't care for a house that is surrounded by bushes. First of all, you have to shave. You know that some women can stay for a very long time without shaving. You don't want to know what we see as nurses. They can stay as long as, I don't even know.
Especially during the section.
Sometimes I feel like, are they scared of shaving or something? I know when the person sweats, so some of them sweat, and then the hair, the sweat, the whole thing you're supposed to be washing off. Because that place you're sweating, there's dirt. And then because there's hair, the person can't really wash properly. They will just go and stay on those hairs. And before you know it, there's odor everywhere. And then you'll be like, some of them even start itching. You see them walking on the road and scratching, and you're like, what's scratching this over? You need to open and see what's there. So secondly, part of the do's, what kind of panties do you wear? Women should wear cotton pants. That's what we advise. 100% cotton pants. I know some of us wants to, flow with technology, being a sexy woman, being this and that. Okay, you want to wear a cheap string, but those should be for the time when you want to do that. But it's proper normal for a woman to wear cotton pants. And for me, I don't even advise black pants. Why? You have discharges. Now you want to know, is my discharge normal? If I'm putting on a white belt, it will be easy for me to say, or let's say this some light colored pants. You can easily tell that, okay, this is not a white discharge. This is not a normal discharge. This discharge is thick. What's happening? My discharge is bloody. You can tell the normal from the abnormal. You get? But when you're putting on some dark color pants that you don't even know if you have discharges. Vagina does not smell. That's why we say get a cotton pant so you know the normal from the abnormal. A healthy vagina does not smell. A healthy vagina does not have most kind of discharges. You get? So there is no need to wash. In fact, the vagina has the ability to cleanse itself. Douching. What do I mean by douching? You see some persons want to use chemicals, their hand, they put it into the vagina, all in the name of washing. And I'm wondering, what are you looking for? Something that God himself hid from you. You want to go and find it out. Like, it's not healthy. Because as you're douching, remember your nails are picking dirt from everywhere. You're sending them into the vagina. And you know that bacteria are mortal. They move. Before you know, they multiply. They start growing. In fact, some of these bacteria have the possibility of changing the pH level of the vagina that makes it healthy. And by the time that happens, you see that they can now thrive in the vagina and cause infection. Infection doesn't just happen in the vagina like that. Somebody must have introduced something into it. You must have introduced either a bacteria or fungi. In fact, there are normal fungi in the vagina they thrive there normally. But when you now change the pH, it makes them multiply faster, and that's where the problem starts. So when they douche in the name of cleaning, they do those douching and all those things, you're introducing microorganisms into your body. And then you know that introducing a microorganism has its own effects. It's one of the causes of infertility. Because once this microorganism go there, they make those places to be inflamed. And before you know, the body will try to heal. Because when normally you know that when it's time for the woman to receive fertilized egg, there are suppose. Okay. There are this I don't know how to explain it. There's this hair-like structures that are taking egg, sweeping it into the uterus. When bacteria goes into the vagina, remember the vagina leads to the cervix, and the cervix is like a gateway to the uterus. That's what the layman calls womb. So once this bacteria goes in, it makes that place to be inflamed, and you see scars, just like when you have a wound and it's trying to heal. There'll be mark, and that mark will make that place not to be normal as it used to be. Now these hair-like structures sweep egg into the uterus, and once that place is scared, there's scarring of that place. Those hair there, what happens? This will be affected, and before you know it, they cannot sweep very well to the uterus. That's where you get ectopic pregnancy from. See that the baby will just stop in the fallopian. That's one of the causes of ectopic pregnancy.
Really?
Yes, infection is one of the causes of ectopic pregnancy, where the egg cannot freely be sent to the uterus. It just stays in the fallopian tube and starts growing there. That's one of the causes. Apart from that, it can cause infertility. That's just take for instance that those bacteria makes the vaginal pH to now, you know, either to be more acidic or alkaline. So either be acidic or alkaline in nature. So it will make fertilization not to take place because it has its normal pH. And so once it goes above that or goes below that, there's problem. So these are practices women should not indulge in. You don't need to, be looking for chemicals here and there to wash. Remember that vaginal cancer or cervical cancer is real. So next thing is, what should I now do? What should I not do, rather? Because we've talked about the do's. Now we're talking about the don'ts. Don't leave your hair just like we said. Don't wear some kind of panties that will not help you know when you have a bad discharge, or that cannot absorb heat, that will make you start sneezing. Then don't douche. Don't put, they say this one is a, in fact, I even see some small things, they'll tell them, in fact, they draw it out. You agree with me that when you're in the hospital and there's any procedure that wants to make the doctor go into the vagina, you agree with me that it's a sterile procedure. They get a sterile glove, they get anti microbial solutions ready. They don't just start like that. If they need to open widely, you see, they get a device, a sterile device to open up. They don't just put hand just like everybody does. You get. So is a sterile place. You don't need to be putting your hand. You don't douche. Another thing you don't do is to use organic products that you don't know how they were produced. Just like I said, it will alter the pH and they predispose the person to cancers. You get. For women, I know it's good to have pleasure, but me, I don't advise women to, use a dirty or a crowded swimming pool, all in the name of I want to swim, I want to enjoy, I want to do this, I want to do that. You should mind the places. You look out for what you do. Okay, because you never can tell what's happening inside those swimming pools. For me, I'm not a fan of it. I know sometimes we want to exercise, we want to swim and all that, but you should know a healthy pool. There are people that don't clean their pools. So we should try as much as possible to look out for that. Another thing I think a woman should not do is having a poor hygiene. Some women can stay for a very long time without washing their toilets. Some women can stay without caring for their bathrooms. And these are, okay, the bathroom is the easiest place a woman can get infection from. Because when your toilet is not clean as a woman, you are failed. Because you sit on this toilet, this is something you make use of. You want to go and eat yourself. You want to, empty your bowl and all that. So when you're sitting on a dirty toilet, you are indirectly telling infection that I'm here, take me as I am. You get? And so women should not neglect their hygiene, proper hygiene. They should learn to wash their toilets with disinfectants, keep the place clean. If it takes you to wash your toilets every day, do it. It's for your own good. Besides, you're not doing it for anybody. These are not things we should force women to do. These are practices that they should already have in them. Now, part of the hygiene is how do they wash their panties, their underwears. Because some of them love black colors because black used to hide this. No, sorry to say, but that's the truth. Some people want to wear colored underwears because when he's outside, and okay, let's say for me, I used to tell my friend, I say, before you wear dirty underwear, ask yourself, what if I go outside and face and they say, remove this woman's clothes. You understand? Remove this woman's clothes, okay? Want fresh air, remove her clothes, untie her bra. Because we've had situations like that when patients are in emergency and they say, okay, take off the tight clothes. You now lose the bra and you lose it. Just imagine when you wake up and you now see that they've undressed you and you now remember that the pants is in water day or the bra is bad. Imagine the embarrassment you must have caused yourself. So you might not, some person will say, I don't have money to, okay, the two you have, how neat are they? How presentable are they? They should learn to, after washing, air dry your pants outside. If your pants is not bad, you won't be hiding from spreading it outside. Okay, if you feel okay, I don't want to spread outside, you're spreading inside. Is there air coming in the place? Okay, I wasn't opportune to, air dry it outside. Did you iron it? Ironing helps to kill those bacteria, those organisms that normally would survive the normal temperature, but they can't survive heat. So it will just help to either you sun or then you iron. And then if you're traveling, you say, okay, I can't. Now there are disposable pants that women can wear and then dispose as they go. So we say, I don't know how to maintain pants and cotton pants and all that. Okay, disposable pants is even cheap. It's cheap. Like I've tried it a couple of times when I was traveling and I had to get it because I don't want people seeing my pants is spraying and all that. I didn't want to go through that stress. I just bought, and that's what I do. I just buy. Sometimes when I feel okay, I'm on immigration and I want to keep proper hygiene, and maybe I'm traveling, I'm not opportunity to be in the house. You just get it. After use, you can shred it and dispose. You don't need to start going round and round thinking of how to wash, blah, 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 and all that. Another thing is they need to know about their hygiene is their menstruation. Care of the vagina cannot be complete without a woman knowing how to take care of herself during menstruation. One of the don'ts there is that they shouldn't wear their pads for long. Some women can wear one pad from morning they went out. Maybe they went to work. You can wear that particular tampon till evening when they are coming back. Understand? If by chance, okay, it's a mistake today it got stained. I know some persons have heavy flow, but it now becomes a thing of embarrassment that because you don't want to change your tampon. Every day people now need to tell you, madam, you're stained. You must say, madam, you are stained. I remember when you get stained, remember that blood that stays for some hours has a very terrible odor. And then maybe you just go and say, madam, you're stained, you go and scrub it, pam, 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 pam. You still wear the same dress. And then you manage to change the pad. You shouldn't wear your pads for long. Secondly, you should know your flow and how to manage yourself. Change your pads regularly. In fact, some of the things used in making those pads are not good to stay long. You understand? Especially for those that are not using cotton tampons, those that are using this gel tampons and all that. It just sucks it in. Before you know, you might be full and you not even know. You just be enjoying the fact that you're there. And then during menstruation, you bathe regularly because something is going on. You don't want to pass people and they'll be like, what's happening? This woman. Okay. Some of them will not tell you Even some of your friends will not tell you because they don't want you to feel embarrassed. They just keep quiet and thinking it takes a good friend to tell you that, babe, look at him, it's like something is happening there. You understand? So, good hygiene, proper hygiene during menstruation is okay. Some of them during menstruation, they will soak the pants. Remember that if you watch the content of menstruation, in fact, sometimes you see clotted blood and somebody will now soak. These are not like, some people will be wondering, seriously, but these are not things like that are far-fetched. These are things that women do. Like growing up, I know a friend that soaks her menstruation pants. She keeps soaking them with the blood, like keeps soaking them for days. And when you tell her, she said, "No, I don't want to stress. If I'll wash all of them together." Now imagine that kind of a person after washing that day, she doesn't spread outside. She now spreads in the bedroom. And then after drying it in the bathroom, with only God knows how it dried. No ironing, it's like you're baptizing yourself in the name of infection. You get, and these are they are not good practices at all. So I think a good hygiene, knowing how to wash, shaving regularly, wearing a good panties, these are ways you can care for the vagina. And then if you see anything that you don't like about your body, if you notice anything you don't be anxious, like don't be scared. Always talk to your doctor, talk to your nurse, talk to your health practitioner. They have a way of, telling you what's wrong and what to do. Even it's not like there are sometimes the doctor even advises you to douche. Rather, he advises you, it gives you the particular type you want. There are times where women are asked to put this into your vagina, but then if you watch most of those pessaries, they come with an introducer, a sterile introducer that you can use to push. They don't even advise you to put your hand. Guys, if you see any discharge that is smelly, that is not normal, don't go and wash and feel you okay. Always raise an alarm to your physician, your health consultant, so they can help you at once. I think we'll have to stop here. I like this channel because it's creating awareness for women, not just for their health. I know you talk about so many things. Businesses, financial support or knowledge to women, entertainment. You don't want to miss. Please just stick to this channel. Subscribe, like, comment, share to your friends. Now you don't want to be a stingy person. You don't want to just get this knowledge alone and take it. Don't be enjoying it alone. Okay? Be a good neighbor. You can also tell your friends whenever we have videos like this to join you watch, and you can also subscribe. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Nosamaka. Seriously, this is awesome, guys. I don't know if you learned one or two things, but to be honest with you, I say I'm amazed. I learned a lot of things from her today, which I'm going to put in practice. Because this is we all know that we are guilty of this wearing of black pants of a tail. But seriously, this is an eye opener. Seriously, sometimes we are just doing because we want to hide some things by wearing. And she made mention of what if something happens? Not something that even pregnant women, it happen to them. Maybe first delivery or one thing, or even during the dinner section they always shave and all. But if you are usual, if it's a normal thing, for you as a woman, you have been shaving, you don't even undergo all this stress and all that. Seriously, I really appreciate your coming. Honestly, thank you for coming. I appreciate. So we're still going to have her on this channel. This will not end here. So next time we are going to bring an interesting topic. You said we are going to talk about.
Okay, we'll be talking about breast cancer and cervical cancer, and then we're going to be teaching you how to do the self breast examination, and also some tests you can do to rule out cervical cancer, especially for women that are more than 35 years old for the cervical cancer. But no, the way things are going now, even young girls are having breast cancer, so we have to know your body. So this time around, we're giving them back-to-back operation, know your body.
So thank you guys. Thank you for listening to the end of this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification bell for more updates and things about this family. See you on the next video, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.